This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Any sexuality.
That is great. Can we listen to the Rock talk?
Absolutely, we can. What do we say here on the show when we want to hear the Rock talk?
Track it.
Shane described him. Man, we've got some combustible elements here on Raw, here in the very, very early going. Got that right. Shane's back in the show. Stephanie with Triple H, and now here's The Rock. He's got all the people behind him.
Now The Rock says, congratulations to the four of you. No, Shane, not for you making your triumphant return during The Rock's match. No, Stephanie, not for being the biggest tramp walking New York City.
Oh my gosh. What? Rock can't say that.
No, Big Show, not for going on to WrestleMania. And no, Triple H, not for still being the WWF champion.
What's the congratulations for then?
Congratulations to the four of you for being the biggest group of assholes The Rock has ever seen.
Oh my God! And that's cutting to the chase, isn't it? That dog will hunt. He can't say that and get away with it. Here he is, the people's champion.
Big Show, The Rock says this. Last night at No Way Out, you did beat The Rock. But unlike you, the People's Champ isn't gonna whine, bitch, moan, and complain because the People's Champ guarantees that he is going to WrestleMania.
What? How? Buy a ticket, maybe.
And The Rock guarantees that he is gonna be the WWF champion.
Those are big guarantees, JR.
Excuse me, Rock. You see, this was an A-B conversation. Why don't you see your way out of it?
Ah, there's a good one. ABC.
As a matter of fact, let me make it clearer for you. What this was a conversation between a champion and a #1 contender to be a champion.
There's that chant again. What The Rock called all of these guys in the ring.
Look, The Rock is out here for your entertainment. Don't talk to him like that.
Oh, there's another good one.
Rock, this conversation does not involve also-rans. This conversation does not involve has-beens.
Whoa, man, that's strong.
So you can just walk away. You know, Rock, and while I'm thinking about it, since you're no longer the #1 contender, since you've had your chance and you blew it, you go back to the bottom of the barrel. You go back to the bottom of the ladder. And as a matter of fact, Rock, I've got a hell of an idea of how we can get that ball rolling. You see, because as you like to say, I say, Rock, in this very ring, you, Rock, will go back to the bottom of the ladder. When tonight you step into one-on-one competition with New York's own, New York's greatest claim to fame, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh my gosh! Come on. He has reached rock bottom. In all due respect to the Brawler, this is not right. Rock bottomed out.
Rock, do you understand that? You, one-on-one with the Brooklyn Brawler, if you smell... Ow! what the game is playing.
Oh, the game is full of himself tonight, JR. People's Champ's got to start at rock
And Rock,
bottom.
just to make sure that there are absolutely no mistakes here, the only chance of you going to WrestleMania as the number 1 contender, well, Rock, there's absolutely no chance in hell.
Whoa, man. Man, what a way to start off this broadcast.
19 minutes and 10 seconds. Not the best Rock promo to get us started. I just, I don't know, man. I did like Nitro. Obviously it's different here in February 2000, a great deal different on Nitro, but once upon a time, Nitro started with a kick-ass, cruiserweight match. And, and we're still doing, or we're doing sort of paint by numbers on this show.
Oh, The Rock says he didn't like Elvis's picture.
Man, what a big time this was in wrestling. Not only is it The Rock, but they're in MSG. The Rock and MSG on Monday Night Raw. You guys didn't stand a chance in WCW.
No, not at all. This was the beginning of Rock getting mega hot, or was he mega hot by this time?
He started to get hot in 98. He was real hot in 99. But by 2000 here, with Austin out of the way, on the shelf, injured, he is over like Rover. I'm going to track it as he makes his way to the ring.
On their feet, the most electrifying entertainer in sports entertainment, the most electrifying athlete that perhaps we have ever seen, The Rock, once again facing the hallowed halls of Madison Square Garden, where he started it
The
all.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring, from Miami, Florida, 275, The Rock.
That sign read you can't stop The Rock, but Shane McMahon and the Big Show certainly slowed him down.
Man, what a big entrance. What a big time in wrestling. And you heard JR reference it there. And I think we've actually watched that here on the show. He's in MSG, where it all started for him in the WWE. Cause it's important to remember he debuted here in November of 96 at Survivor Series. So we're just like 3 years and change into his run, and he's already the top guy in the entire business.
Yeah, he came out with Rocky Maivia, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about the same thing as he walked out, about how Rocky Maivia came out looking just like another guy, and how The Rock here now, years later, 3.5 years later, how he has the look, how he has the timing, just how he has just blossomed.
He won the world title 2 years after his debut, Survivor Series 1998. So 2 years in, he was the top guy, which I guess is really not that different from the trajectory we saw Bill Goldberg, where he debuted September of 97. And by July of 98, just a handful of months later, he was the top guy. Of course, one of these guys had, sort of next level superstardom laying in wait. And a lot of that's probably just something you can't teach. It's not like they were teaching charisma down at the power plant.
No, you're right. And Rock's got that. And not only that, Rock's got some pretty good working punches too. Rock bottom.
How many Brooklyn Brawler matches did you see back when you worked for the WWF?
I saw plenty of them. What I remember about the Brooklyn Brawler was on the night on Primetime Wrestling, Bobby Heenan sent him out to beat up the Red Rooster.
Oh man.
Right on the set. You remember that?
I do. That was a great moment in Red Rooster and Brooklyn Brawler history.
Yeah. And I remember when he was saying, get him. He was going, get him, jumping, get him. I was thinking, hell yeah, beat the fuck out of him. I was right behind him on that for many reasons.
Who do you think was sort of the WCW NWA equivalent of Brooklyn Brawler?
WCW equivalent of the Brooklyn Brawler.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, track it.
Track it.
Triple H, The Rock says you think you're real cute, making The Rock face the Brooklyn Brawler. So right now, Triple H, you probably think that The Rock is just gonna go back to his hotel. Well, The Rock says this: he doesn't feel like leaving New York City.
Not even to go back to SmackDown Hotel?
So Triple H, The Rock says, bring your candy ass out here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but don't worry. It's not gonna be a WWF title match. It's not gonna be a #1 contender match. It's gonna be The Rock kicking Triple H's candy ass match.
He's calling out Triple H.
Rock, the people's champion, calling out the WWF champion.
Now, you better not do that because the game will come right out here and get right up in that eyebrow.
Let's see if the game's got the cojones to do that.
The what?
The Rock has challenged the game.
Uh-oh, I told you.
And there's the Triple H and his bride, Stephanie.
He didn't waste any time. Look at this.
Stephanie trying to restrain her husband.
The game was irate.
Hey, this is man to man. Stephanie, your husband's been challenged to a fight, man to man. Let him go. Let him go. Listen.
No chance.
Uh-oh, what the hell is...
Hold on a second. Hold on, just back it up. Back it up right now. Hunter, yo, chill out. Chill just that 1 second. I've seen this happen 1,000 times. Next thing you know, you run in there and The Rock has goaded you into putting the World Wrestling Federation Championship on the line. Well, that's not happening tonight. No, it will not be The Rock versus Triple H for the WWF Championship tonight. I've seen it happen. No. You have to understand one thing. You see, we got this all figured out. The WWF Championship will be defended at WrestleMania between you and the Big Show. That is how it's going down here, Rock.
Cooler heads have prevailed, JR.
Well, The Rock says this. If WrestleMania is going to be Triple H and the Big Show, then WrestleMania is going to absolutely suck.
What?
And WrestleMania never sucks.
That's the greatest main event I could ever think of.
Look, Shane and Stephanie are having a conference.
Boy, this started out as a power struggle earlier on, and now it's like a huddle here.
What could they be thinking about?
Okay, Rock. You've got one last chance.
One last chance?
If you can pin either Triple H or the Big Show tonight in that very ring in a handicap match.
What?
Then you can have your #1 contendership for the World Wrestling
All right.
Federation
No, wait a
Championship at WrestleMania.
The opportunity is there.
Wait a minute, she must have said that wrong.
The door is open
Rock.
for The Rock.
If you don't pin me or the Big Show, that's it. This is your last chance. No more shots. Nothing. You're done. This is the last chance.
Well, I'll tell you what, the odds are long, but The Rock's he's got to go for it, King.
So let The Rock understand this. If The Rock doesn't pin you or the Big Slow, that's The Rock's last chance.
That's
It doesn't matter if that's a Rock's last chance.
Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh.
The Rock says it just doesn't matter. One way or the other, come hell or high water, bet your hard-earned dollar. The Rock says he'll kick your candy ass and your candy ass tonight. Oh, and jabroni, this is how it goes. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Oh, my gosh, JR, tonight.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, baby. But that's what happens when you have Daddy's Little Princess book a match, right? She talks too much.
She talks too much.
She talks too
boy,
much.
You
But
never shut up.
if you smell what The Rock is cooking, I love it, man. Love it. But you know what? You know what I was thinking of when they're talking here?
What?
And now we're almost 50 minutes into this. We ain't had much wrestling at all on the show.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.